Hey guys, RC Bros Productions here. In this video I will be showing you how to replace a rear shock tower on a Traxxas Rustler or a Bandit. In this case I've got the aluminum upgraded STRC shock tower ready to be installed. I do apologize beforehand about the very loud wind outside. There's like 40 or 50 mile per hour wind gusts because a severe thunderstorm just came through. So I'll try and talk loud so I can talk over it. Yeah, the wind is really gusting. Okay, so, maybe I should shut the garage door. Yeah, I probably should shut the garage door. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I have shut the garage door. It is now quiet. Alright, so we'll start off here. First, we're going to be unplugging the wires to the ESC that go to the motor because they go through the shock tower right there. So we need to unplug those and just take them out of that little hole there. Now that the wires are out, we're going to be removing the screws that hold the top of the shocks in to the shock tower. Just remove those and then we'll move on to the next step. Next, we'll be removing these 4 screws right here that hold in the entire shock tower. And then after that, we will have access to, we already have access to this screw that holds in the camber link, but we will have access to this one once we pull this whole thing out. Now that we've got the entire shock tower out, we can just remove these 2 screws right here. The camber links will pop right off and we will have the shock tower removed. And then we'll be ready to install the new one. I did not mention before, this process is basically the same for if you were just replacing with a plastic one, a stock one, or any other that is compatible with the Rustler or Bandit, has the same design. It's basically just the same process. However, with this STRC aluminum one, I will have to screw the little plate there onto the actual shock tower, so it'll mount to those 4 screws right there. Alright, the shock tower has been completely removed. The camber links are not connected anymore, they're disconnected, and the new shock tower is ready to be installed. Okay, the new shock tower is ready to be installed. First, we'll be installing we'll be hooking up the camber links to it. We'll be putting in these screws. They do provide screws for this. I don't think they do with the stock one, but if you're getting the STRC upgrade, they do provide screws. So we will be installing that and then putting it into place. And then we'll be installing the 4 screws that hold the whole thing in after that. Okay, I've got the camber links connected. Now we will be putting the 4 screws in that will connect the whole thing to the gearbox and the chassis. I've got the shock tower installed to the chassis and the gearbox with the 4 mounting screws. Next, I will be mounting the shocks onto the shock tower, and then we'll be done. Once you've ran the wires through one of these holes and connected them, it's complete. It's ready to be driven. The vehicle is done. Thanks for watching. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe.